When you walk into a grocery store, everything feels clean. Polished floors, neatly stacked apples, cool air conditioning, soft music playing in the background. It gives the illusion of trust, a feeling that you're buying something fresh, something safe. But behind that perfectly lit produce section lies one of the most overlooked food safety disasters in the industry. We're going to expose 6 grocery stores that you probably visit or pass by every week and explain exactly why their vegetables should not be on your plate. Let's start with one of the biggest players. 1. Walmart. It's no surprise Walmart made this list, not because of its size, but because of the number of customer complaints, behind the scenes reports, and even state level inspections that expose serious produce handling issues. Walmart sources much of its produce from massive suppliers, but the in store handling is the real problem. Employees report being told to spray aging vegetables with water to make them look fresher. Wilted lettuce? Just repackage it a bruised tomato. Toss it into a value bag. Some locations have been caught putting older vegetables back out the next morning, even after they've been partially rotten the day before. And the worst part, most customers never notice. They see the bright lighting and automatic misters and assume everything's clean. Until they get home, slice into an avocado, and find the inside blackened with rot. 2. Dollar General. It may shock you, but Dollar General now sells fresh produce in many locations. Fresh in name only. Why? Because these stores were never designed to handle perishable items. Dollar General often lacks proper refrigeration, doesn't have trained produce handlers, and cuts corners to keep costs low. The result? Vegetables are often left sitting in boxes near unrefrigerated areas, sometimes for days before being stocked. In 2022, a customer posted a viral photo of green bell peppers literally collapsing in their hand from rot, just minutes after purchase. No dates, no freshness tracking, no accountability. The focus here isn't food, it's profit. And vegetables? Just a visual prop to compete with other chains. Avoid it. 3. Aldi. Aldi is known for low prices and efficiency. But what they save in cost, they sometimes pay for in produce quality. Aldi's system relies on pre-packaged vegetables, which means there's often no one checking individual items. A moldy onion in a bag of 6. You won't know until you open it at home. Slimy spinach under that sealed top. Good luck getting a refund. Former employees have stated they're rushed during stocking, sometimes told to put out expired produce as long as it looks fine. Visual inspection replaces real food safety, and that's a dangerous gamble. And while Aldi does have good policies on paper, execution depends heavily on the specific store. In less regulated regions, customer complaints about spoiled vegetables are rising. 4. Safeway. Safeway's produce section looks like a dream until you start checking dates, sniffing the greens, or digging behind the front rows. Multiple independent audits have found Safeway guilty of leaving expired vegetables on the shelf or simply placing fresh ones in front to cover them. A lot of stores don't rotate stock. That means the longer vegetables sit, the more bacteria they harbor, and when they rot from the back, customers take home something that looks good on the outside, but is dangerous within. Even worse, their pre-cut produce, especially bags of chopped kale, broccoli, or carrot sticks, have been part of multiple listeria and salmonella warnings in the last decade. Pre-washed doesn't mean pre-safe. 5. Kroger. Kroger ranks as one of the largest grocers in the US, and they move a lot of produce. But that volume comes at a cost. Speed over sanitation. Former workers claim they're not given enough time to rotate produce, clean bins, or inspect items. Reports from various states have noted dirty produce racks, mold under lettuce bins, and a practice of cutting up bruised fruit and repackaging it as fresh fruit salad. So when you're paying for convenience, what you're really buying is a mystery medley of who knows what. Even more troubling, Kroger's internal quality controls are often ignored. Just get it on the shelf, said one anonymous worker. And that's exactly what they do, even if it means skipping safety. 6. Trader Joe's. Wait, Trader Joe's? Yes. Their reputation for quirky branding and organic labels doesn't save them from criticism. In fact, some of the most widespread produce issues come from here. Why? Because Trader Joe's sells almost all of their vegetables pre-packed, meaning you can't touch, feel, or inspect them. Those sealed plastic bags, they hide everything, from wilting leaves to brown slime forming beneath. Customers often complain of opening salad mixes and finding them spoiled within hours of purchase. And since items rotate fast, a bad batch may be widespread before anyone catches it. That friendly vibe masks a real risk. The issue isn't just where vegetables are grown, it's how they're handled, stored, and rotated inside the store. And in these 6 chains, that process is broken. What you don't see can hurt you. Vegetables seem innocent. They're sold as the healthy part of your cart. But in many grocery stores, they're quietly becoming bacteria bombs, waiting to explode in your fridge. Let's talk about the hidden risks, the industry shortcuts, and the symptoms people ignore. Cross-contamination. Most grocery stores don't have dedicated produce employees. That means the same person stocking raw chicken earlier may now be filling tomato bins with the same gloves. Many stores don't sanitize their produce bins daily. That means yesterday's spoiled kale bacteria is now blending with today's fresh lettuce. Once bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, or Listeria get into those bins, they stick around. And no, a quick rinse at home won't always save you. The cold chain lie. Grocery stores claim to keep produce fresh and cool. But walk into a back room and you'll see the truth. Pallets of vegetables left out for hours. Refrigerators that aren't even plugged in. Thermometers that no one checks. Every minute those vegetables sit out of proper temperature, they start to break down chemically, visually, and biologically. Once produce passes a certain point of deterioration, bacteria grow fast and pathogens develop invisibly. The expired veggie shuffle. When vegetables begin to spoil, most stores don't throw them out, they hide them. Brown bananas, discount bag, mushy tomatoes, pasta kit, slimy spinach. Toss it into a smoothie mix and seal it. Grocery chains note you won't question a sealed bag with pretty branding. So they repackage rot and sell it back as value. And when those bags explode in your kitchen 24 hours later, you just assume you waited too long. But the truth is, it was never fresh to begin with. Health effects you don't connect. Eating spoiled or contaminated vegetables can cause symptoms that most people don't even associate with food. Fatigue, brain fog, upset stomach, skin breakouts, food intolerance symptoms, even low-level bacteria exposure, when repeated over time, can wear down your gut, damage your digestion, and trigger chronic inflammation. That's what these stores are selling, not just vegetables, but slow poison disguised as nutrition. How to protect yourself. Even in a broken system, there are steps you can take. Avoid pre-cut or bagged vegetables unless you can verify the date. Always check the bottom and back of displays. That's where the oldest stock hides. Don't trust misted produce. Moisture grows bacteria. Wash everything, even organic. Use vinegar and cold water. And most importantly, shop at stores that specialize in produce, not chains that treat it like filler inventory. Vegetables aren't bad, but trusting the wrong store to care about your health, that's the real mistake. If your kale smells off, your tomatoes turn soft in a day, or your spinach is slimy out of the bag, listen to your gut. Because the truth is, not all vegetables are created equal, and not all stores deserve your trust. If this opened your eyes, like, share, and follow. You deserve the truth, and we'll keep bringing it to your screen.